Let's look at how we can progress our chin rest training on to some husbandry techniques. Now this video will be going through how we can use this for putting eye drops in our dogs, and it's inspired by a Facebook friend whose dog had an eye injury. So if you haven't seen our video on teaching the chin rest, go back onto my page and you'll see that video there. So once we have a duration for our hand rest, our chin rest even, we're going to have to start to get our dogs used to our other hand coming in. So once our dog is in that chin rest, we're just going to bring the other hand in and just start to get them comfortable with our other hand coming towards them. Now they may think they're getting a treat from that hand to start with, and anytime they do come off of their chin rest, we're going to give them a break and stop moving or move our hand away. The dog coming off of the chin rest means that they're not quite comfortable with what we're doing, and the whole point of the chin rest is that our dogs get to decide or get to tell us when they're not quite comfortable with things. So we can do these husbandry techniques when our dogs are comfortable with it, which makes it better learning. Now I'm using just a little, this is a candle, a party candle, that's all this is. I'm not actually putting anything in his eye, it is just a little candle that's in the shape of a bottle, so it's quite useful in the same shape. Now all I'm doing is asking him for the chin rest, and I'm just having that bottle as such near to him. I'm not going onto his face at the moment, I'm just approaching him with that. And you see there, he wasn't quite happy, his head came off of the chin rest, so I moved the bottle away. And I'm going to mark and reward when he stays in that position and I've got that bottle towards him. So I'm not actually touching him at this point, I'm just making him comfortable with that bottle coming towards his face. Anytime he's not comfortable, I move the bottle away and start again. Once I can start to get closer and closer to him, I can mark and reward me going closer to him with that bottle. So we're getting to the point we haven't actually touched him with the bottle yet. Obviously, I'm not going to put any eye drops in with this bottle because there are no eye drops here. This is just having him comfortable with something going near his eye, just in case we ever need to put eye drops in him. He can then work with us to put those eye drops in. So as we've repeated this again and again with the bottle going towards him, he's happy with that bottle, with my hand being on his face and the bottle being really close. I'm now changing that up a little bit, and I want to make sure that he's happy with me pulling his eyelid down slightly, touching him around the face, just in case I need to move the eyelid to put any eye drops in. So again, anytime that he's not comfortable, he's going to move his head off of that chin rest, and I'm going to stop what I'm doing, give him some time to reset so that he's comfortable with it. I can then do what I need to do and mark and reward. I'm just having this in really short sessions and building this up. So I'm not doing a great deal with him to start with. I'm just making sure that he's comfortable with it and marking and rewarding before he moves his head so that he's comfortable with what I'm doing. I'm now back on the bottle. So we're working again with the bottle to have that closer to him, because I'm going to have my hand on his head or touching him. So we need to make sure he's happy with my hand being on his head and looking around his head, looking around his eyes. And we need to make sure that he's happy with that bottle going really close to his eye. So it doesn't go in his eye. This is a candle. It is a candle from a birthday cake. So it's not going in his eye, but it's going close enough that if it was eye drops, I'd be able to drop them into his eye.